Hoka, hey, Alita Army. Welcome to the Alita live stream of March the 1st, 2024. Alita in science fiction settings, where we discuss all things to do with the movie Alita Battle Angel, the source manga Gundam, and the greatly desired sequels. I am your host, Creek Indian Alita Army, otherwise known as Muskogee Creek, from Denver, Colorado. And right now I'm the only person here. Despite having sent many invites out. So, but that's cool. I'm going to put that in the chat if anybody wants to come on. There's the link right there. Just click on it and I'll bring you in. And before we, we don't have any guests. So at this point anyway, but before anybody does come on, or a guest does come on late, I guess, or tardy, I guess what I want to say is we have Rosa Salazar's, when I say we, I mean the Alita Army. We have Rosa's Queen Studios bus right now sitting in my house, and we desperately want to give this to her, present it to her as I guess, an expression of our admiration and appreciation for what she did on Alita. And of course, being just a superb actress that she is, we think she deserves some recognition, particularly from the Alita Army. So there you have that. So if Rosa, if for some reason you watch this little old stream, then you will know that we have something for you. And this is not a cheap item either, by the way. This sucker costs, I guess, if you were to try to buy it from Queen Studios, I think it costs like $3,000 or something like that, $3,000. But not sure, what exactly it is. But anyway, it's a really valuable item. So anyway, now I haven't opened it up. It's still in the box. What you see on the right is just another picture of it, but it's in the box and we are ready to give it to Rosa. As soon as she contacts one of us in the Elite Army or something like that, we would be more than happy to present this to her. And as we have no guests, I guess I'll welcome myself. That's what I'll do. So anyway, we can move right along from this. If somebody comes on, usually a couple of them come on late. So, we'll get to here we have Vladi from the Shire, UK.
Vladi coming in clutch once again.
You betcha.
You seem pretty lonely there, so I thought I'd come and join you.
I appreciate it. But you know me, Vladi, I could talk about Alita for hours just by myself.
Exactly, man.
So, yeah, and I bet you could too. Did you catch my latest video? Well, you're going to see it today, Vladi, and you're going to get a kick out of it.
In the science fiction settings, yeah, I saw that. Didn't you show it? Didn't we show it last week as well?
No, not that one. We didn't, because I just uploaded it, I think. So, yeah, but we did show one, and I'm going to re-show it today. So, So how are things over there in good old jolly old England there, Vladi?
Not too bad. I wasn't sure if I was going to come on, but I saw no one else was there, so I was like, oh God, I've got to come on now.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, I appreciate you coming on, so
no problem there.
So are you in the Shires, or are you
I'm in the Shires indeed.
Okay.
In the Oxford Shires.
Ah, cool. All right. So as opposed to the Shire from Lord of the Rings, right?
Well, that's all based on Oxfordshire, Devonshire, Lincolnshire. Yeah. It's all the English countryside. That's what Tolkien was going for. And the little town I live in, actually, Tolkien visited. There's a real. I don't want to give too much away, actually, so I won't say anymore. I don't want to dox myself, but there's a quite interesting association there.
Well,
there's a really cool building here. There's a really cool building that is I don't want to say anymore. It'll give away. Make it too easy for the people trying to track me down.
Yeah, well, don't give them your address. The only thing people know about me, of course, is I live in Denver, Colorado, and that's all they need to know. Actually,
that's a pretty big city.
Yeah, it is.
I live in quite a small town.
Yeah,
I don't want the agents of Zalem coming for me, Creaky.
The agents of Zalem, yeah, or we don't want those damn Nazgul critters coming after you either, right?
Yeah.
So, for sure.
Zalem is real.
Yeah, I was back in, I guess, in 1980, and in 1993, I think I was in that area in this down in Devonshire and down there in Mousehole and along all that southern coast, and whatnot. We kind of what we did. Both times I was there with my first wife and then with an ex-girlfriend on the second trip. We'd drive up the M1, and go up to Scotland, went to St. Andrews, and we kind of drove across from Edinburgh over to Glasgow and came down the M6, down that way, and went down there in the corner, where Mousehole is and all those places. So, and there was a really nice little seaside village we stayed at. I can't remember the name of it now, but it had a really nice bed and breakfast, and the beer there was fantastic.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
on the go right now, actually.
And I can't think of it right now, but basically, I think I'll probably think of it as we're going along here, and I just blurted out something like that, So anyway, but yeah, the last time I was in England was in 2017, and it was on business. I didn't get to do too much of a visit, at that point. But still, every time I've been to England, I've had a good time. So, or the UK, I guess, is you all prefer, I guess. So, okay.
No, I don't mind England. Why do we prefer the UK?
I'm an Englishman. Yeah. Okay. Well, then you probably don't mind England, then, do you? Yeah, wasn't there that song, Britannia Rule or Waves or something like that? I can't remember now. Yeah, something like that anyway. So anyway, we could.
That's what our elites sing for us, but bring back England. That's what I say.
Well, there was
independence. Let Wales go away. We'll bring back merry old England.
Yeah. Well, back in I guess the 18th century, the English government's policy was make the world England. So that was the whole thing there. I guess so. Yeah. So anyway, all right. Well, moving right along, we want to remind everybody to sign the Alita sequel petition, and I think we've added this past week maybe 6 or 8 even. I don't remember what the number was last week, but we keep trotting along, every week we get a few more signatures, and that's a good thing, because we've got nearly 180,000 signatures now. So that's going to help us inform Disney to just reinforce the fact that we want that goddamn sequel. That's what we want. And Hoka Hey to Badman, how's it going?
Hey, Batman.
It's going okay. My mic seems to be working now.
Yeah, it's working great. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, where are you generally speaking, Badman, just state-wise, if you're in the U.S. or whatever?
I'm in Ontario, Canada.
Oh, you're in Canada. Okay, cool.
Canadian.
Okay, up in Ontario. Yes, indeed. So anyway,
I met a really nice Canadian stoner on my holiday in St. Lucia a few weeks back. It was like a different world.
Yeah,
he was telling me because he was going on about how he just grows weed in his house, and I'm like, oh my god.
Well, they do that here in Denver, Lottie.
It's legal there too, isn't it? We'll never be legal here.
Yeah. And I guess from Colombia, Buenos Tardes, Alejandro.
Oh, hello, Craig and guys. How are you? Nice
to
meet you again, guys. Great live stream because I missed you the last week.
Yes, indeed. Well, we're glad you came on. You and Badman both. Badman, is this your first time?
I was on the live or on the watch stream the other night, but my mic died partway through.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. And of course, Alejandro's been on several times. Although we missed you here the last several streams there, Alejandro. You must be busy.
Yes, the problem is I have a crossroads with my work, so sometimes I only have the opportunity to hear you in the live stream, but no possibility to enter to the studio. Sorry.
Okay, well, that's all right. We're glad you came on anyway. So, we got another one here. Kabaj, how's it going, Kabaj?
Hey, Kabaj.
So you might be muted there, Kabaj.
Oh, he's just muted himself now. Now he's unmuted. Maybe his mic's not working.
Oh, there
he goes.
We can hear you. So where are you from, Kabaj?
From the Czech Republic.
Czech Republic, that's right. I remember. Yeah, I was there back in 1995, I think is when I was at the Czech Republic. I really enjoyed it too. So, kind of did that whole swing, Czech Republic. We actually stayed in Germany most of the time, but then went to the Czech Republic and then went up to Marienbad up in Poland, and then back down to Germany. So, had a really good time on that trip as well, back in 1995. That's been a while, almost 20 years. So, yeah. Well, anyway, welcome aboard, Cabal. Okay. I also want to remind folks that we got the Hero Arm campaign going on, and we keep adding a little bit of money every week. I mean, it's not, and you don't need to distress about that total there, because overall we've got, something like somewhere between $4,100 and $4,200 in the bank, I think is what we've got, something like that. I can't remember. I'd have to go look, but we're plugging along. We get a little bit of money here and there, and when we get up to we don't need $17,000, so I think it's like $13,000 is what a Hero Arm is. So we're only about 9,000 short. So we're going to get there. There's no doubt about that. So but anyway, you see the link there below the image on your screen. That link is also down in the description below the screen here. And you can click on that and donate any amount you want. No amount is too small. You just click on it. And if you find that's a little bit intimidating to go to a GoFundMe site, which some folks might, there's a tip jar down there you can also click on. And all of this money, every dime of it, is going to go toward the Hero Arm, because we've already done the Alita sequel plane and we've already paid for that. So that one's, that what we did last year was was one of the reasons we set this fund up for. But that said, we also are going to fly another airplane banner around the Oscars.
Yes, Hollywood, you can't get rid of us.
No, you cannot. We are not giving up. And even if the Creek is the last person, which I'm not going to be, because I know the Elite Army really wants a sequel. So. But I'm going to keep doing what we're doing here. But anyway, at the Oscars, we're going to fly another banner, and we have that. We certainly have already paid for the airplane, I guess Sky Ventures to fly the airplane. We don't have a videographer yet. Our videographer contacted me early this week and said, I can't do it. I'm going to be out of town. So I kind of thought, well, yeah, that's great, letting us know at the last minute almost. But okay. So anyway, I've got a project set up on freelancer.com.
No responses to that yet?
Not yet. No, I checked on it today and there's no responses yet. So, we'll get one for sure, and, somebody will come through for us. And typically that's not a lot of money. It's probably like $500 to $750 or something like that. So it's not too bad. And then of course,
really matter.
Yeah, and Charlie,
we don't really need a videographer this time. Did not like it helped much last time, because we didn't get any coverage. We did footage, and no one used it apart from us.
Well, we didn't get any coverage from the local media. Of course, it was on Radio Chaos channel, and it was on my channel. The plane flying around. So we got a little bit of coverage, but yeah, it wouldn't be like, getting coverage throughout the continental United States. So, although now I guess, any video that we get out of it now, I've got a lot more subscribers than I had back then. So we'll get some coverage out of it, I think. So anyway, keep your eyes peeled. March the 10th, that is when the Oscars is going to happen. That's going to be a Sunday, or if you're in the future, it's going to be Monday. So
just over a week.
Yeah, just over a week. That's right. So anyway, we'll keep our fingers crossed on that videographer, but don't worry about the plane. We've already got that. That is going to happen. That's been paid, and I've communicated 2 or 3 times with the guy that's kind of overseeing that with Sky Ventures, and it's going to happen. So, all right, guys.
Are we definitely just doing #Alita sequels?
Yes, that's all we're going to do. That's right. Well, it costs every letter or every character or byte or whatever you want to call it, on the banner itself costs a little bit of money. So we
really need the S then if it costs that much per letter.
I'm not sure exactly, but we wanted to cut it off here, I guess. Everybody knows who it is. That's not a doubt. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, they know we're here. So, we're going to keep reminding them too, by the way. So, okay. So that's enough for the pleasantries up front here, I guess. And what we want to talk about now, this is going to be kind of an AI related stream, but it's not going to be it's not so much about AI as it is about Alita being it. Now we are going to show some AI images. We're definitely going to do that, but I guess I'm going to show you 4 videos, and the 4 videos are going to be mostly, it's going to be Alita. The first 3 videos are particularly going to be showing Alita in these different environments, I guess you would call them, or themes, as it says there. And those themes themselves were generated by AI, but Alita herself is something I extracted out of the movie and, basically put it, remove the background and put her into the scene. So, now these are stills, so it won't be like a movie. Eventually, we're hoping, I know Vladi and I have talked about this in the past, but, we're hoping at one point we can actually put together some kind of, little bit of a story, with Alita moving around in it and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool, I think. So,
yeah.
So anyway, we're going to see Alita kind of do some time traveling in the first one. And the second one, we're going to show her going to different alien worlds. And we're going to show her also interacting, with aliens in different civilizations in different settings. You can see the image down there on the bottom right. She's actually in an alien bar in that particular scene, and that is in the video itself. And then that fourth movie or video, not movie, it's a video. We did show that last week, I guess, but I kind of wanted to show it again because it is AI generated. And then we'll, show some AI images. And we're not going to just limit it to what Creek has in his PowerPoint presentation here. If you guys, Badman, you or Vladi and Alejandro or Kaba, if you have anything, and I think I've got some of y'all's already in the presentation, you can share your screen. We'll show those as well. Okay. All right, let's talk about Alita doing some time traveling. And of course, the first scene is going to be this one. And you guys can probably guess, what time period that is. Basically that's going to be way back on that first shot, but there's going to be several shots in it. So anyway, let me grab
looks like Pandora.
Sort of, but you'll see. As soon as my slow computer pulls it up, that is. There we go. Now you can talk over this if you want. So that first scene's out of 65 million years ago.
Wow, the cavemen must be like in awe of this goddess. Probably thinks she's an alien. We saw like ancient statues.
I can't pause it because it's the way StreamYard does it. It's like, well, I could pause it.
What?
Did you have something? Yeah, I can pause it. I'm sorry. Yeah, did you have anything you wanted to say there, Vladi? I heard you say something.
Not really. I was just commenting over the top of it.
Oh, okay.
Music's quite loud, so it's hard to speak.
Yeah, I turned it down a little bit, so. I like this one here. Where's Vladi? Well, this is about 140 years before Vladi.
I wish I could go back in time with Alita.
Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? But I thought you might get a kick out of that, Vladi.
Yeah,
Yep, you're just a little bit early there, Miss Alita.
I can stop. I won't be able to doom scroll if I'm in 1885 with Alita because there'll be no Twitter.
That's right. And of course, Sydney, the next thing that pops up is, where's Maxie? Of course, Maxie lives a little bit north. He lives about 30 kilometers, I think, or so, or 50 kilometers even north of Sydney. So, yeah, so she was way early for Vladi, and she's way far south for Maxie, you know, so. And guess what this one is? Where's Angelus? Well, Angelus lives downtown. Where is Angelus? Yeah. Where is that guy? Yeah.
Is he supposed to be here? Is he working?
He's supposed to be there to meet Alita, so he's standing up Alita. You know, of course, we're funning him on that. If there was really an Alita and she was in Brisbane, Angelus would find a way to find her. That's what he would do.
In the actual time.
Yes. And of course, she's visiting her Uncle Creek here. And by the way, even though these or backgrounds are AI generated, this is pretty much the way the 14th Street mall, it's called a mall. It's not indoors, obviously, but that's pretty much the way it looks. You know, now the mountains are not quite that close. That looks to be a mountain called Bluebell, and it's not quite that close to Denver. You know, it's quite a ways away. But you definitely can see the mountains, you know, from around here. As a matter of fact, I'd tell friends that live down south, you know, down the southeastern U.S., they'd say, well, you know, what's so great about Denver? I say, well, I live about a quarter of a mile from the mountains, you know, or about half a kilometer from the mountains. And they think I'm stupid, you know, because no, mountains don't do that. Yeah, they do. They actually jut straight up out of the plains. Denver is in the plains. It's not in the mountains. So, but there is Alita. She's there at the 14th Street Mall with her Uncle Creek. So anyway. And of course, there she is, 50 years in the future in New York.
Ooh.
And there she's back in Iron City. And guess what? She already misses her Uncle Creek. Isn't that sweet? Oh, boy. So what'd you guys think of that one?
Yeah, it was cute seeing her in all the different times and places.
Yeah, indeed. Yes, indeed. You know, so, oh gosh, I killed my damn presentation and didn't realize I did it. There we go. So let me go back to the. So anyway, some of the. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just wondering if that provides an explanation for why the dinosaurs are extinct now.
Because Alita was back. Alita got back there and took them all out. Huh?
Yeah.
Could be, you know, heck, that asteroid thing, I guess, is not real then, is it? That Alita did that. So,
yeah, it's all a cover-up.
Yeah,
Covering up time-traveling Alita.
that's exactly right. So you see 4 of the images there, one from her in early Egypt, you know, ancient Egypt, one back in the Indian village. And of course, the Creek's going to put that in there because I'm an Indian. And her visiting Uncle Creek. And of course, just a kind of, I guess you would say, kind of tweak Angelus there. There she is patiently waiting for Angelus, sitting by the, you know, by the, out there on that little, whatever that is, promenade or something like that, out there by the water down in Brisbane, you know, and he's not down there. He stood her up. So, you know, so of course we know he wouldn't do that, don't we? He definitely wouldn't do that. So what'd you guys think of that video?
Yeah, I said it was pretty cool. Pretty cool video, Creaky.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, it was cute, wasn't it? Several of those shots of her are cute. You know, of course, I don't know if there's any shot of Alita that's not cute. Even when she's mad, she's cute. You know, so yeah.
Yes.
When she's about to stab Victor, or Vector rather, not Victor. Victor's another character in the Alita verse. Vector. She even looked cute then, even though she was mad. So yeah. So anyway, and then of course the image in the top right there is it in Denver, and that one in the bottom right is in Brisbane and Queensland, Australia. So so anyway, yeah, that was fun putting that thing together, and hopefully one day AI will be perfected to the point where we can actually have animation. Now, I did do a video that had some animation, but it's only background animation. And I didn't put it in here because it's not science fiction, you know. So, any comments about this, you guys?
I think it's very surprising, the combination of different times and different situations. It's like a way to share all the human history in different, very interesting times. But let me ask you something. What do you think would be the method or the matching of, or the strategy to be the available possibility that Alita goes to a different times? What would be the technology that she in this situation she can travel to different times?
Yeah, that would be, well, I think that would be something that would not be canon in the manga, obviously, because there's only one individual that does any kind of traveling like this, and that's that guy that does that interdimensional traveling, and I can't recall his name now. I know Lee and I have talked about him a couple of times, but you know, it wouldn't be. Of course, in science fiction, anything's possible. Time travel is possible in science fiction, you know. But the main reason I did this video is I was hoping somebody would see it. And it would, you know, somebody that would like be really important, they'd see it and give them an idea, you know, of, hey, we could do something with Alita or something like this in settings similar to this. You know, like for instance, the American Indian thing down there in the bottom left. Now, you know, in the Alita verse, after the Great War, the Earth is pretty decimated, and for all intents and purposes, that thing, the Earth, you know, after the Great War, you know, was kind of put back into the mode of being in the Stone Age. You know, in other words, you know, there were no big cities or anything like that, other than you know, that we know of anyway from the manga. Other than Iron City and Zalem and possibly Jeru up above them. But, you know, it was pretty much, if you've read the manga, the civilization is kind of spread out across the solar system, and it's not centralized on Earth anymore, you know. Although there is civilization on Earth, it's considered to be, you know, kind of less important or something like that, you know. But the reason why I did the video is I was hoping that maybe somebody might see it, that might give them an idea, you know, of some other kinds of themes that they can put with Alita, you know, in terms of putting her in different stories and stuff like that.
Good for AI prompts.
Yes. Yeah, this is all the backgrounds for all of those shots, except for the very last one. That was right out of the movie where she's in Iron City. I just kind of extracted that right out of the movie. That wasn't, there was nothing AI about that one. But all the other shots, the backgrounds were all done on Lexica, which is a website in which you know, it's kind of similar to a lot of other AI websites where you give it a description. You can even upload a photo and it'll generate AI.
So many of these AI programs.
Absolutely.
So many of them are shit. Every time I go on Instagram, there's about every other advert, or even more than that, is an advert for an AI filter.
Yes.
And they always suck, and it makes you pay like straight up.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you do. You know, as a matter of fact, I had to pay a little extra because I had, you know, the basic plan on Lexica is you only get 1,000 images a month. So I said, oh, I
You know
can't
what I
live with
mean?
that. Yeah. And I upped up to the professional version, which gives me 3,000 a month, you know, something like that. So, but I think if you're going to do something like that, it's worth it, you know. And if you're just going to dabble with AI, you're just going to play with it every now and then, that's not worth it, you know. But if you're going to, you know, kind of start doing videos with it and stuff like that, and including the content in the video, it probably is, you know. Oh, Finn got a big kick out of that one shot there. Vladi, where are you? Well, Vladi hadn't been born. He hadn't been born yet. So she was a little early on that one, I think.
Yeah, she missed me. What's she doing?
Yeah.
I was born in 1988, not 1888 or whatever it was.
Yeah, 85. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh, gosh. Yeah.
You know, I think this kind of videos and works are very interesting because um, you make us imagine new arcs for Alita. For instance, I was trying to think how can travel in time, and I'm guessing that maybe it's a possibility in the arm technology, because in
Yeah.
the Navy it's possible that they have the all the very advanced technology that they can travel in time, and
Yeah.
maybe that civilization that is go a very old time, and they are checking all the evolution of the earth, and maybe there's a very big data inside of the armed ship, and maybe Alita can check these situations in the past, and maybe
Yeah.
has the possibility to travel with all the technology that has in that ship. Maybe, I think.
Yeah. Well, I know to your point too. I know Max and I have talked about this. You know, at the beginning of the movie, Alita Battle Angel, you know, Ito is kind of going through the garbage or the junk, and you remember he picks up that hand that looks like the Terminator hand, which they, of course, we all know that was one of James Cameron's, I guess, things he had off the set, and they just included it in there as a kind of like a little joke, or not a joke, but you
Little
know,
Easter egg.
yeah, Easter egg. That's right. And another scene where he picks up a skull and he has an eye in it. That he takes the eye out, and that skull looks very much like a Terminator skull, you know.
Sure.
And what we've discussed, as I said, okay, they put that in the movie. Okay, it's an Easter egg. They were just having fun with it and stuff like that. But my point is, no, now the Terminator universe, Alita, that's part of the Alita verse. Now that's not canon in the manga, obviously, but if you want to accept that Terminator hand was there, you know, and all of the events that occurred back in the time we're in now, you know, with the Terminator and the 1980s up through now, and that's really his hand, and that skull was one from another Terminator, then you could this is all make believe anyway. Why not pretend it's all part of the same universe? You know, if that's the case, they do have time travel, you know, and she could use a time displacement equipment, or at least upgraded versions of it, to travel in time, you know. So or somebody like in the or in the Earth, you know, Zalem. You know, back then, I guess the Earth was had a united defense force or something like that back in 2263, I guess it was. And yeah, they could definitely, you could put that in there and say, okay, now Alita can do time travel, you know. So anyway, that was my hope, that somebody would see something like that and say, okay, did we put a Terminator hand in that junkyard or in the scrapyard? And the answer is yes, you did. So, you know, anyway, that's just what the Creeks, you know.
Very good point. Very smart.
Yeah. So anyway, and that's why I wanted to do this time traveling thing, just to give some folks that might be on pay grades a lot higher than us, you know, that are doing movies, maybe they might get an idea. Now, whether they'll see this video or not, who knows, you know. So Any observations about this video, you guys?
Alita stands out amongst
Yes.
all the old people.
Yes. Yeah, and remember, in all this time, all these times here, and even in these 4 shots, the people in there in her time is 25, 60. All these people are gone. All of them.
That's
and
a
even
depressing thought.
Yeah, and then one.
Maybe
and
they've
even
been reincarnated.
Or perhaps, if you believe in that, yes. But even in that time of 2074, that one shot where she's in New York, most of the people, well, of course, all of the people in the left 2, images are gone. Most of the people in the right 2 images are probably gone, except for Creek. Creek is going to be up there with Alita in 2563. So anyway. Okay, so anyway, we got another one here too, and this one here is Alita in different alien environments. Now, this is not in a. There's a couple of shots on spaceships, or starships, but some of them are too on like an alien planet or something like that. So let me play that.
Is this the one we watched on the last stream?
No, the one we watched last week is coming up though.
Oh.
I don't think we saw this one. Maybe we did see this one last week. Yeah, I think maybe we did see this one last week because I remember somebody commenting.
Yeah, but you just made it or something.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think it might have been last Thursday, but where she was attacking that one droid, So that's probably, we did see that one. So let me get that out of there. And of course I destroyed.
Excellent soundtrack, Creek. Very good.
Well, appreciate that. I keep messing up and clicking the wrong button, which is I'm really bad about doing.
Is it just royalty-free music? I want to find a good AI music tool. So I want to make some variations of Alita's theme and with cello and all kinds of different.
Well, that's not
that's what I want to do next.
Yeah, that's not music generated by AI. That's royalty-free music, and that particular. Well, that particular tune is from a group called Infraction, and they do royalty-free music if you subscribe to their website, which is not very much. It's like $8 a month, I think, or something like that. And you can use their music, as long as you give them credit, and they are okay with you using their music, So anyway, by the way, I also tested this out. I went and double checked to make sure all of this was not copyrighted, because you could get yeeted if you play copyrighted music on a stream, So.
Do you know, is it copyright free forever, or can they change that and then suddenly all your videos will be blocked?
Well, I guess they could change it, if they wanted to, but certainly they would notify you, say, hey, we're changing, we're changing our business model or something like that. And
I keep coming across TikTok videos that were that no longer have sound, because they're obviously they used to be fine with sound, and now because of the copyrights changed, they can't use the sound anymore. So they're just completely muted.
Yeah, I specifically went back and checked the music in the 4 videos that we're going to play today to make sure the copyright was infringement wasn't on, and it's not. So so we're not going to get yeeted there. But even with copyrighted music, a lot of copyright content owners will let you use their copyright as long as you give them credit, and they can track how many views you're getting and stuff like that, and they will permit you to use it. Now, I even try to stay away from that on a stream, because sometimes I know I got a copyright warning here a few months ago because I was playing a song that was permitted, copyright permitted, but when I streamed it, that it was like, well, we didn't have a chance to look at this when you streamed it, and I didn't stream it on a live stream. I streamed it on a test stream, but anyway, and I got the warning, don't do that. Okay. I won't do that. So, but anyway, with this music that we're seeing today, it's all not copyright claimed at all. It's all good, so there's no copyright claim on it at all. So you can see in that first video, she's looking up at Saturn, or not video, that first image on the upper left, she's looking at Saturn, and you can see she's in the cockpit of a starship there. And our girl's pretty cute. She might've been flirting with the pilot maybe, and could have been doing something like that. And then of course she's taking out that droid you see right there on I guess that would be on an alien planet. I don't think Mars, because you see there's a big planet behind her right there. It's on another planet somewhere else. And there you see her on another starship down below. Looks like it's approaching, or it could be in orbit or whatever. And you see another ship in the background, but she's on that. So it looks probably like in those bottom 2 images that she might be in the military there. So who knows, but so any thought, guys?
No, very cool images. Very cool images.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some pretty positive comments back from this. So okay, so I guess we can go on to the next one then. Bad Man, you or Alejandro or Cabal, y'all have any thoughts about that video?
Well, I like it very much. It remembers another series, like, for instance, Cosmos 1999, and the another films of James Cameron, like the Alien series, because some designs of the ships there are some similarities. And the question is that this kind of video, you start to connect with another things, with another films and another series, and it's very interesting because it's full the needs for to see the sequel that is not possible at the moment, but we are creating a new sequel for everyone, because you are giving us some imagination with this kind of video that I think they are great. I think they are interesting in that way.
Well, in the manga, she does do space travel, doesn't she? Or at least,
in the manga, yeah.
Yeah, in the manga, she definitely does. So, this is not something that's going to be way outside the canon, as they would say. The time travel thing is, that's going to be outside canon pretty much, but although they can make changes to a movie, they can do that. But on this one, yeah, definitely she can, when she was in the military or in the manga, she's actually, I guess she's more of a mercenary, I guess, but anyway, but still she did space travel in that. So, yeah, she can do it. There's no doubt about it, so.
Sure,
Any other
she fights on the moon, and so she traveled from Mars to the moon, and
yeah.
In the film there are no more reference to another places in the cosmos, but if she can travel to the moon, it's very possible that she can travel to any other planet.
Yeah, you would think so. Particularly, in the manga too, they have, they've, got civilizations around Venus. They got them around certainly Jupiter and Mars. And I think Aga Mbadi actually went to Pluto, didn't he, one time? Although back when I guess when the manga was written, Pluto was still considered a planet. It's not considered a planet now. It's considered a dwarf planet, a different category now because they've found other objects as big or bigger than Pluto. But anyway, yeah, she can definitely do space travel and be within canon in the manga. So. Okay, well, I guess we can move on to the next one here. And this is one where this has got a little funny clip in it too, or a little image in. I'll point that out when we get there. And this time I think I'll make sure I get to the volume before it starts playing too much. So. So there she is having a drink with these critters.
Like she's in Men in Black.
What's that, Blotty?
Like she's in Men in Black, the movie. It makes me think more of that than like Alien because it seems a bit more like.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, here she's eating a meal with an alien.
The alien's like, "Are you going to eat those potatoes?"
What's that, Blotty?
The alien's like, "Are you going to eat those potatoes?" It looks like he's like trying to get her food.
Exactly.
She's like, "Sure, then."
I'm going to eat them. That's what.
Yeah.
There's an alien junkyard right there. Now, I like this one right here. Yeah. She's balancing on one finger, and these other two aliens are like, "Wow." Yeah, they're going, "Holy cow, look at that." Well, thanks, Finn.
It's very amazing. Incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, I think. So anyway, here's some of the shots that I kind of like out of it. I like that one of the early ones there where she's at the bar. And what was cool about that when I generated of course, the AI doesn't put her in there. Every time you tell AI to generate Alita, it'll generate some cute little girl, but it won't look like Alita, and it'll even give her blue eyes or green eyes or something like this, But what was neat about that one in the upper left was that when I generated that or rendered it on Lexica with those two aliens there, for some reason it generated 3 glasses. And I said, "Oh, that's perfect." So, so anyway, I thought I'd put Alita by one of the glasses, like I'm having a drink with these two weird looking creatures right here. And then of course, the one at the bottom left was a similar thing where they had the two guys sitting to her right, they're sitting at glass. There's 2 glasses by them, but the one behind her, there's a glass there and there's nobody there. Now you could make the case that the bartender's drinking those, but that's a bartender. He's not supposed to be drinking it. So anyway, so that was kind of neat too. I could, kind of give that glass to Alita. And then the one on the upper right, where the alien's watching her eat, the potatoes or whatever, that was perfect, because I could, that whole section of that table where she was, in Ito's kitchen, where Ito was, kind of, you still need nutrition or something for your brain, proper food for your brain. And she says, of course, you have any chocolate, but I was able to kind of, extract that little corner out there and kind of merge it into the scene that they had generated. And it very much looks like she is there at the table with that alien, And of course, the one on the bottom right, I thought was particularly hilarious, particularly the way those two aliens were reacting, because there was nothing out on the floor there. And I said, oh, that'd be cool. Put Alita out there doing a 1-finger stand, and they'd be like they're going, wow, or something like that, So that was, and they look like xenomorphs too, I think, something like that. So anyway, what do y'all think of that?
Yeah, they're quite funny. Just not hanging out with these weird looking aliens.
Yeah, and she's not bothered, is she? I mean, of course, she's not going to be bothered, because she could take them out if they tried to do anything. So, of course, in 3 of those shots, she's in her doll body, so probably could still take them out even with that,
Easy.
Yeah, Finn says the last pick was the best. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Finn. I think it is, And of course, yeah, you're so cute. Now, I would say this. Yeah, she's cute to us, but to those aliens, probably humans might look disgusting to them. Who knows, but the way I saw that one on the bottom right, they're going, wow, that she could, stand on 1 finger, like do a 1-finger stand like that,
That's why Disney hates Alita, Creaky.
Why is that?
They hate humans.
Well, they hate strong female.
She's way too human.
Yeah, she is way too human. That's true, And for some reason, I don't know why they don't just go ahead and, just go ahead and give her sequel. Of course, we all know where the creek stands on that one, And what's that? Well, Finn, you might be right about that, but something, I don't think she needs to be protected from, especially in that berserker body. I mean, she can pretty well protect herself against anything almost, So yeah, those aliens, they might be okay to protect her, but she don't really need their protection, for sure. As much power.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Yes, in your series of live streams from some years ago, did you mention about the possibility to Alita fighting with another heroes or bad guys? Have you thought would be the result that Alita fighting against the aliens?
Oh, you mean like a xenomorph? I did do one, I think, with her. Now, I didn't do it I don't think I did it on a stream, but I did do a couple of videos of her against the Predator.
Okay.
And I think in her berserker body, that's not going to be a fight. She's going to take him out, in that berserker body, unless he gets a drop on her somehow and she doesn't realize it, and he shoots that shoulder missile at her and she doesn't realize that he could get the drop on her that way. But if they stand in front of each other, ready to fight each other, she's going to take him out easy, because she can get that plasma weapon, of hers and cut him in half with that it wouldn't even be a challenge. I mean, she'd do him in just like she did Gorwishka, I mean, it wouldn't be much of a chance at all for the Predator. And if she's in her Imaginos body, there's no chance. I mean, even if he shoots at her with that cannon, her heightened sense of awareness would detect that and move out of the way before the missile hit her, and she would be able to counter that, by bringing, calling down lightning on him or something like that, like she did against Clive Lee in the anime. So, Clive Lee of the White Hot Palm. That's right. So I think in her Berserker body or in her Imaginos, any of her 3 or 4 Imaginos body, because I think Chaos, maintains that there's also an Imaginos 1.5 body. That's in the game, So, but whether you say 3 or 4 Imaginos bodies, the Predator is not going to have a chance. Now we have done some streams in the past where she fought against like Thanos, and we came to the agreement on the stream that if Alita was not in her Berserker body, if Alita was not in her not in her Berserker body or her Imaginos body, Thanos would win, whether or not he had the stones or not. If she was in her Berserker body and he did not have all the stones, let's say he only had one of them, then it's kind of a 50-50 situation. It would depend on how the fight progressed and stuff like that. But in her Imaginos body, Thanos doesn't stand a chance. I mean, he's going to be toast because she can move near the speed of light. So, I mean, he's not going to.
Thanos is a little bitch.
I'm sorry?
Thanos is a little bitch. She could crush him.
Well, if he's got all the stones, he could snap her out of existence. But the only problem is she is so fast. Well, she's so fast that before she turned into whatever flakes or whatever that is they do, she could do him. Like there's a video on YouTube now about Thanos fighting Saitama, and Saitama, even though Thanos snaps Saitama out of existence, Saitama still kills him because he's so fast. He punches right through his heart before he dissolves. And Alita in her Imaginos body would do the same thing. But we also said that the odds are greatly in her favor because she could probably cut his arm off or his head off before he could snap his fingers because she'd be so fast. And she might even be able to do it in a Berserker body, So, we all came to the agreement that, that it would depend on what body Alita was in, and we also had her fight against Steppenwolf one time and against Darkseid. Darkseid was a lot tougher, but we figured that if Alita was in her Imaginos body, she could beat Darkseid as well, And Steppenwolf, we said, yeah, she can beat Steppenwolf. Might even be able to beat him in her Berserker body because of that plasma weapon she has. Because if you remember Superman in that fight in the Justice League Snyder Cut version, how Superman burned off one of with his heat vision, he burned off one of whatever those things coming out of the side of his head, whatever the appendage or whatever that thing is. He cut it off with his heat. Yeah, his heat vision. Well, her plasma weapon's going to be as hot as his heat vision, and she could cut him in half. Even with all that armor on, she could cut him in half because she could generate temperatures up to 11,000 degrees. I mean, there's no metal that's going to be able to withstand that, pretty much, unless he's wearing Beskar or something like that, which would be from the Star Wars universe, So we figured that Alita would probably win in her Imaginos body. And if she was in her Berserker body or below, then probably Darkseid would win, if she fought Darkseid. So anyway, that's kind of to answer to make the Creek's long story painfully longer, and Alejandro, that's kind of what we came up with on prior streams. Yeah, that's what we came up with on prior streams, and those streams are still on my channel. If anybody wants to go look them up, all you'd have to do is go into the search engine on my channel and type in Thanos or Darkseid. We even had her fighting. Well, we never did a stream on this, but I had her fight Hela one time as well. So. And that was a fun video to make as well. So, yeah, we've had her fight against other IP characters, in both the MCU and the DCU, I mean, we've always said on these streams that Alita is not a superhero, but she definitely has superhero level ability, you know, particularly in her berserker body and her Imaginos body. In her Imaginos body, she's a goddess. You know, she can just about beat anybody. You know, I mean, it's way overpowered in that body. In her berserker body, she's kind of like, maybe like Cyborg, perhaps, you know, or almost, you know, Superman, perhaps, almost. Maybe not quite like Superman because he's kind of invulnerable, but she's pretty potent in that berserker body. You know, I mean, she's got superhuman strength, superhuman speed. You know, she can move fast. And in her Imaginos body, she can move at relativistic speeds. So, I mean, yeah, she's...
Plus her indomitable spirit.
Exactly. Which is the main thing we all love about her, isn't it? I mean, yeah, that's for sure, you know. Ah, looks like Odd John's out there.
Oh, very good.
Hey, Odd John. All right, man.
Thank you, Rick. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you guys like to go over another Thanos or one? Well, Thanos is kind of old news now, although I do see that the MCU or somebody wants to bring him back, you know. So, you know, holy mackerel. You know,
just wanted to end, just wanted to stop.
Yeah, well, it's not going to, because they're going to keep doing it, I guess, until it just absolutely starts flopping. They're making no money whatsoever.
Until society has been completely demoralized.
Yeah. Well, there is a thought that they think that maybe Deadpool's going to save the MCU, and they even got a scene that I saw. It was kind of funny. He called himself the MCU Jesus. I thought that was pretty hilarious. So, you know, because he's going to save the MCU. He breaks the fourth wall and all that, which he does in his movies. Yeah. You know, it's really funny, I think. So, anyway, we just have to hang in there, folks. Well, you know, I think I don't want to get too far into the MCU because I like MCU movies, really, but I'm not going to watch them like I do Alita. You know, I mean, I'm going to watch Alita over and over and over. As a matter of fact, when I fly to New Orleans this weekend, I'm going to watch her on the plane again.
So what's going to save the MCU is just a big joke of a character. That just sums up the MCU.
Well, they've kind of
fat joke.
Well, they've kind of overloaded
and look what they've done
us
to
with
Rosa
that.
again. They've screwed her around with this new Captain America movie they've got her in. God, I hate.
Well, now I did see some article somewhere where they've agreed now to put her back in. So I don't.
Well, yeah,
know
they have to. They're obviously like contractually obliged to keep her in because they've been fucking her around with all the Alita stuff.
Well, we just, you know, I mean, I think that movie started out as a joke. I mean, they shot all these scenes and now they're
doesn't even have Captain America in, does it? It's got some Vulcan guy. I don't even know what that's all about.
No, they passed the baton to him. You know, I mean,
that's so silly. Can you imagine if someone Alita passed the baton? This doesn't make any sense.
Well, anyway, they did it, Vladi. So, so there you
She
have
needs to
it.
kill all of those superheroes and just end the whole franchise in that movie.
I'm pulling her for her to do that. She's going to be playing Diamondback. She's going to be a
Even
villain.
though the Serpent Society have been removed from the movie, so how are they going to put Diamondback in? They'll find some stupid way of keeping her in. I'll watch it with great amusement, and obviously extremely.
Well, I'm going to watch it because it's got Rosa in it. That's why I'm going to watch it. You know, of course. And I'm not. It's not fair to say that I'm not. I do like MCU movies, but I'll tell you, my thought is they've just overloaded us with these things. I mean, how many movies? 30 movies in 12 years or something?
Even Rosa joked about that. She said, "How many MCU movies do we need?"
Yeah.
And now she's in one.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, that's fine. Well, you know, I'm going to watch it, you know, because she's in it. You know, I'm going to be pulling for her to kill all the good guys, you know.
Kill them all, Rosa. All of them. And don't stop at the fictional characters either. Take them all out.
Oh, no. We want them to stop at the fictional characters now, Vladi.
Just joking.
Yes. All right. Well, we kind of went far afield on that one. So here's another one I did. And I did this some time ago, but this is a science fiction kind of setting right here. So let me play that one. And this is another one of these cases where AI produces a cute female character that kind of maybe resembles Alita in some cases, in other cases doesn't. But I mean, you type in Alita Battle Angel and it knows who that is, so at least it's got that going for it anyway. So see that it doesn't really look like Alita. It kind of does, but
I mean, you'd recognize her. She's got this right hair length
Yeah.
and
machine
bodies and stuff.
I mean, it's resembles her. I mean, that's not. It's not
Some people
fair
are a
to say
bit too like, oh, that looks nothing like Alita. But okay, there's some resemblance.
Yeah, that one kind of does. Maybe.
Just to never get the big eyes.
Yeah.
Being AI is actually pretty good at being the big eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start trying that. So. That doesn't look like Alita, but she's cute. But yeah, it's not Alita. Now that said, I kind of like her with the guns, because you remember Gunham or Gumu or whatever you want to Gundu, however you want to pronounce it, that's what it's all about, gun dreams, so I kind of put this one together with the idea of having in a lot of these shots where she has guns like this, because I hope somebody sees it, say, oh yeah, we could give Alita some guns. So that's kind of the main reason for that one. So but anyway, there's 4 shots of her with guns, which you don't normally think of when you see the movie, because of course, as Hugo said in the movie, guns are outlawed in Iron City, or anything that challenges Zalem, so, but there she is with guns. And my take on this too is how AI sees Alita at war. She's in the military here, this is before, I guess Ito finds her in the scrapyard. So this is going to be more like a Mars Chronicles, maybe volume 7 or 8, 9, one of those, that kind of thing, So, but there she is firing advanced weapons guns in three of those images there. Well, one of them she's just holding the gun. I guess the upper left and the bottom right, she's actually firing what looks like a plasma rifle. So. So anyway, she's got the guns. So anyway, that's how AI sees her, fighting in a war.
Speaking of guns, did you win your last powerlifting contest?
Yeah, I won it. So
of course. Did you even post about it? It's because everyone.
Oh, I'm going to. I just haven't had a chance to do the video or any of that kind of stuff. I did post it on. I did post it on Facebook, but I'll have to put something on X, I guess, or Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
And what was funny about that, a friend of mine was there doing the announcing for it. He works for the USAPL, and I got a picture of him after the competition. He says, "Nope, get that piece of paper. Let's get a picture of that piece of paper." And what that piece of paper was for was, see, I had set an American record for bench press. And
wow.
He said, "No, you're gonna hold that piece of paper up, because that piece of paper was my receipt that I was drug tested." So anyway, I'll have to. Yeah. And on Facebook, I said one of my friends that lives in Tennessee, I said he's going to think that he's going to say, "I didn't know you were juicing, Gary." So anyway. I'll put that up on X, I guess, because I got the picture on the computer here, but I've been kind of busy the last couple of days, so I haven't had a chance to do it. So Anyway, guys, enough about my weightlifting. What y'all think of that video and any comments about it? Even critiques. You're not going to hurt my feelings because that'll only make me do better videos.
It's probably the one that makes the most sense so far.
Really?
Because she's in like a sci-fi setting, shooting guns like she does in the manga and everything.
In the manga, yeah. Okay. Anybody else? Bad man? I don't know.
I think it's very cool.
Okay.
Yes, very nice. But Alita seems a little bit older, but in fact, it's Alita in different ways, but they're amazing. The imagine is the impact.
Well, the bottom two images you see there, she does very much look like a teenager to me. Of course, damn near
the left one, the bottom, right?
Yeah, yeah. The bottom left definitely looks like a teenager. The two on the top, I guess, she looks more like a young woman there. But that's about the thing about AI. Sometimes you can say, render, through your description, render Alita Battle Angel, and you give it some more description, stuff like that, and it'll do some. Yeah,
AI is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
That was pretty good, Bloody.
Thanks.
But
it's
anyway,
true as well. You never know what's going to come out.
Yeah, it is. But sometimes you'll render like I didn't just render just a few pictures. I had to render a bunch because AI, even though you would say in the negative prompt, you'd say blue eyes, green eyes. In other words, don't give me a picture that has blue eyes or green eyes in it. And it still gives you a picture with blue eyes and green eyes.
Bing's not bad at that, actually. You tell it to do big eyes, big brown eyes, and it will actually do it.
Yeah, I do put big brown eyes in there, but it doesn't do it every time. I mean, it'll do like 4, and it'll be kind of formatted like you see on the screen there, except there'll be 4 that's pretty close to the same thing, And you pick the best one, and you can put a heart on it and re-render it, and it'll do a little better job. And you can, just keep progressing through it like that, So, yeah, Finn, the eyes are a little bit small.
Way too small.
Yeah. Good day, mate.
Life's like a box.
Good day. You never know where Angelus is going to get.
Yeah, that's right.
You never know what time Angelus is going to show up.
That's what he said.
Yeah, Angela says you can do a better Southern accent than that, Vladi. You can kind of talk like this,
I kind of do talk like that anyways.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. So how's it going down there in Brisbane and Queensland, Australia there, Angelus?
I can't really answer because my mind's sort of half asleep constantly and half awake constantly.
Oh, gosh.
Why?
You working nights?
Because my sleeping habit is off kilter, and I'm playing the new Rebirth game, so...
Oh, yeah. I'm still playing the first Final Fantasy, or the remake.
Yeah.
Did you see that
I just started the Angel of the Slums. You know that mission? Angel of the Slums? It keeps reminding me of Alita. Because you keep talking about how the angel...
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of references like that, actually.
Yeah, and obviously you got the city floating above you, whatever that is. Looks like Zalem.
Our Uwu man is here. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Angelus, have you seen that video I did of her time traveling yet?
I think I did once, but again, because my mind's been half asleep and half awake at the same time.
Well,
like
you got sort of you got a shout out in it.
Oh, I definitely didn't know that.
Okay. Well, let's.
I got a shout out.
Yeah, Vladi got a shout out too. Yeah, let's play it again so Angelus gets to see it.
Oddjohn, by the way, Oddjohn's right about Diamondback and Copperhead. She's so funny doing that Copperhead voice. Really hums it up. She does a great villain cackle.
All right, boy, I hope she kills everybody in the MCU.
Kill them all, Rosa. All of them. No survivors. Captain Falcon, get him. Everyone.
Captain America.
Captain Falcon, Smash. Did anyone play Smash Brothers?
I
That's
will.
all whenever I see Falcon as the new Captain America, I just think of Captain Falcon.
Okay.
It's a character from Smash Brothers.
I'm going to pause it when we get to your shout out there, Angela. So, you'll
Falcon
probably
Smash. I used to love spamming that move.
And of course, you know, Craig's going to put an Indian village in it.
I'm getting distracted by the Uwu.
Yes.
I'll be there in 4 months.
Yes, you will. There's Lonnie's shout out.
Yeah. In merry old England.
Maxie got a shout out.
Back to right.
Yeah. Where's Angelus? I'm sitting here by, down here by the river, down here in the I guess downtown Brisbane. And where's Angelus? He's standing me up.
I can see my unit from there.
Oh, is that pretty close to, because AI generated this? Really? Is it kind of close to what it looks
Pretty
like,
close.
Angelus? Yeah.
It's probably.
Well, I would imagine it was just copy photos anyway.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, or they probably relied when they did the rendering, when AI rendered it, they probably hit the photos pretty hard, I guess.
Well,
So
not only
anyway-
that, but Google Maps too.
Yeah, Google Maps, yeah. So anyway. And of course, her Uncle Creek took her down to the 14th Street Mall in Denver. So,
3 years off.
yeah. And as I told everybody, she's back in her home. And now I miss Uncle Creek already. How about that shit? Oh boy. So anyway, Angelus, I gave you a shout out in that thing anyway.
Yep.
So anyway, you didn't get to see this video, did you, Angelus?
Come on, Angela, share your thoughts.
My thoughts would be how amazingly close the AI picture was.
Yeah. Yeah, all the backgrounds in that video were generated, except for the very last one where she's back in Iron City. That's right out of the movie. But, when she comes out, walks out, and she's going to look for Hugo, and that bike goes right by her, and she stops and kind of looks at it, that's where that came from. So that wasn't AI at all, but the rest of it was, except for her. I mean, I removed the background, put her in the AI generated background. So Finn says that my Kansas bar was missing. Yes, it was. And it sure was, Finn. So anyway, but sorry about that. Okay, so anyway, I guess we could move on a little bit.
Yeah.
Just wanted to go through some more AI images, and if you guys have got some more, I know Cabal, you did a couple after I did this already. So then when I get through these images right here, if you want to show a couple more, I think I downloaded them anyway. But
We went through about 5,000 last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we went through a bunch of them last week. I think we
went
did
through
go
every single AI image.
Well, we went through. I think we did the one on the right there yet last week. I'm not sure about the one in the center. I don't know if we did that one or not because I think that one.
It doesn't barely looks like her anyway.
Yeah,
it looks kind of like Rosa.
Kinda, yeah.
Not
And that's
really,
well, that's the thing about AI. You know, it kinda does. You know. So anyway, there's a couple others, and like I say, they're cute, but the one on the left maybe like Alita a little bit, you know, perhaps.
It depends on what your level of saturation of Alita is, because you know, with fans like us, we see Alita in almost everything, or rather, we're seeking the aspects of any photo, really, of how much alike it looks Alita, or because unless you know, unless it's like a Ruby Rose sort of look with like blonde hair, or like Rapunzel length down to the waist sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you got resembling anything close to like Alita's hairstyle or whatever, all you do is just like put markings under the eyes. It's like, oh, it's Alita.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we see everything.
And we see a cyborg body, you know, yeah. Well, those two they're cute. Yeah, I guess they do sort of resemble Alita, you know, to a great degree. I think the eyes on the left are not quite big enough. The one on the right may be close, you know.
I kind of prefer like the cartoonish ones with the massive eyes.
Well, we're going to get to a couple of those, yeah. And I can't remember who put these up, but
those are mine.
Oh, are those yours? Cool.
Yeah, made with bin.
This is her on the left, of course, is ice skating. Alita on ice. That'd be kind of cool.
I know. I've suggested that, and everyone was like, "No, that'd be stupid." Well, one person on Reddit said that.
And then, of course, the one on the right, she's kind of a ballerina there, isn't she? So
what would they know?
Just a dancer, really. I've done some ballerina ones today. Actually, I should post some more.
Yeah.
I like it's the perp because she exhibits the perp. She like embodies like humanity in terms of like beauty, elegance, and strength and athleticism. And I think like figure skating and like ballet dancing, I think that really like captures her spirit more so than just like beating the shit out of people. Yeah.
Although I kind of like watching her beat the shit out of people, but
me too. That's a dance in itself.
Yeah, that maybe there, Finn could be. Yeah, the right's really cute for sure. Flamenco dancer, perhaps. Yeah, that could be right. Carrie,
I love the big red dress.
Yes.
And machine legs.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to get a zoomed out shot from AI. I think they're scared of making female bodies.
Maybe, you know, and you have to be careful what you put in the description too.
Anything remotely like sexual, and they just instantly block it.
Yeah, you get a message like this. You know, we're not going to generate this because this violates our community guidelines or our whatever it is. Like, you know, policies, you know, or something like that. You know, so
it's like the AI Sharia courts or something. You can't show her body.
Yeah,
cover her up.
It's like I got one video that I was promoting. It was the title of it. Angelus will appreciate this. The title was "Alita is a waifu," and which we all agree that, you know, or at least to some level we all know she's cute, you know. But they wouldn't promote it. You know, I mean, they wouldn't promote. They only did a limited promotion on it, and I said, "Well, crap." You know, I mean, it's such a neat little video, you know, and it's just because it was a couple of those videos that where, you know, the AI shots of her kind of looking into the camera, and she's like in her bedroom at one point, she's in the kitchen at the other one, and it's really cute, you know. Because she had kind of like big boobs, they wouldn't promote it.
I mean, how big were they? I bet they weren't even that big.
I don't think they were, you know, but
no.
You know,
I don't know why people get so hung up on boob size. Like, who cares? Well, I like small boobs. I like big boobs. What's the problem?
Well, especially if they're covered. I mean, what's the big deal? I mean,
All
holy cow, but-
cybernetic.
yeah, and they're or cybernetic, exactly. So I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, I had to take that promotion down. So anyway,
It's like talking like a legitimate topic here, and anyone in the panel can join in. It's like the with James Cameron's Na'vi. Like people think that they're running around the forest and swimming and whatnot in the water like half naked, but it's their natural dress. I mean, even Creaky might be able to expand on it, but like all your native races out there, whether it be Native American Indian or whatever the case, even the Aborigines here in Australia, like, that's practically their dress because they lived off the land. They don't, skin animals and then treat it and then cure it and then condition the fur and all this other crap. They just make it into
Anyone
functional
provides them enough
clothing.
warmth.
Yeah,
Exactly. If it does its purpose, if it does like keep you warm in the winter and keep the heat out in the summer, and it's like what's the matter?
And Cameron did a great job making the Na'vi attractive and Avatar too.
Yes, he did.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think so. By the way, the image you see on the left there is one that I think Kabal, you put that up, didn't you? I don't remember.
Yeah, those are Kabal's one.
Yeah. The one on the right, who's that? Whose is that?
They're both Kubas, I think.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know if he's still here.
And no large pectoral area either, male or female.
Yeah.
Those are so good.
The one on the left is also.
I think so, yeah.
Real
Yes.
cute. Yeah, real
It's
cute.
so cute. I love this.
Yeah, you did great with those, Kuba.
Yep. Boy, she looks mad on the right, doesn't she?
Yeah, much less inviting.
Yes. Like you say something to me and I'll take her head off.
Yeah.
I like that one. Now the eyes aren't right, but
not too bad.
Yeah, they're not quite.
The iris could just be a bit bigger.
Yeah, the iris could be bigger. Yeah, but definitely, yeah, that's our girl. There's no doubt about it. So anyway, that's all the images I have. Does anybody have anything you want to share?
Probably.
I mean, I make like 20 AI images a day.
Yes. You put them on Instagram mostly, though, don't you?
Not really. Sometimes.
Oh.
I have a vast collection of private Alita images.
Cool. Well, do you have any you want to share there, Lonnie?
No, nothing that fits the theme. Got some of her playing the cello. I had some fun making those today.
Okay.
What else did I do today? I got some freaky ones with her as a snake.
Really? Not like that stripper that was in Dust from Dust. Yeah.
No. Do you think AI Bing would let me do that? Of course not.
No, they're not. No.
I would love to create just a beautiful art with her dancing with a snake, but it would never let me do that.
Yeah, that's. Oh well, it is what it is, I guess. Angelus, you got any AI shots that you want to share, or
not any AI ones? Because I can't even do that.
No,
I just I'll probably get distracted too much, honestly.
All right. Well, Kabab, you got a couple of extra ones that you maybe that we didn't show here that you might want to put up? I wonder if I got a couple of extra ones. Let me see if I can find one or two. see here. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, here's one that Kabah did today that I thought was pretty cool. Let me pull that one up.
Bring up the hashtag AA-Alita art tag. You'll get.
Yeah, we should.
Let's
see, window, this one. Can y'all see that?
Oh yeah, that's cute. I thought I liked and retweeted that, then it was deleted. Maybe posted it again.
You may have, but I didn't have time to put it in the presentation. So yeah, that's really cute. Got the purple body going there too. I like that. So, oh, you can see my cursor. Let me get that out of there. So, okay. Let's see if I can find another one here. Oh, there's 2 or 3 of them. Let me pull them up here. I don't know if this one was in there or not. Let me grab that one. Certainly you can see that one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, very cute.
Yeah, that's really cute. Now we've turned it into an AI art stream almost, but
yeah, I didn't expect this turn of events.
Well, that's all right. So we'll do a couple more, I guess. Let's see. I think that one was in there. Let me see if it was another one. Now, here's one. I think this might have been the first one you did. She looks kind of like this one. She looks like she's almost demonic or something. Oh yeah. Boy. Yeah.
Is this one of my Satan ones?
No. This,
Disney,
yeah,
satanic Disney ones.
Well, this is one of those that's like,
oh yeah, she's got that evil smile.
Got that evil smile on her, and she's about to take your head off. So I really laughed at that one. So that was pretty good.
Maybe a little bit crazy.
Very crazy.
Yeah, well, she's probably got bloodlust going here too. Oh, gosh.
She must have broken into Disney HQ.
That's right. Right, let me pull up one more.
Strong through her veins.
Let's see if I can find one more here. I don't know if we did this one or not. Let me put that one up there. I don't know if we did it or not. I don't know. Did we do this one? I don't remember. Anyway, it's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been one of the images I had in the presentation, but yeah, still cute. Anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much all I got.
Yeah. What's tomorrow's stream?
Well, we're getting there.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we're getting there. Did we miss anything?
No.
Only thing that's missing is common sense from Disney's vocabulary.
Yes, like green light. That's
brains from Disney executives.
That's right. They need to learn that word, green light. And you can see from that center image that Alita loves her Uncle Creek. I guess she also loves Angelus and Vladi too. I'll have to concede that. So anyway, Oh boy. Well, she loves all of us in the elite army, doesn't she?
What's up,
Sounds
Alita
a bit more than
Army?
you.
What's up,
What's
guys?
that?
Nothing.
So anyway, here's our Queen Rosa right here, and yeah, she's number one in the Creeks book, man, in terms of being an actress. I mean, God Almighty, that she can bring home the bacon, as they say down south. You know, I also want to give a shout out to Lamont and Jesse Fisher. They brought Screwhead to life. And in the sequel, in Alita 2, we want to see Screwhead to come back and kind of make up with Alita and get on Alita's motorball team. That's what we want when she challenges Joshigon. You know, that would be perfect. I think if we could get all three of these ladies back into the sequel. You know, certainly Rosa and Elle are really great actresses. They can do their thing. You know, they know how to make a movie, you know, really punch. You know, they know how to do that. They know how to make it slap hard, you know. And of course, Jessie Fisher is a great stunt woman. She, you know, Elle said she was the greatest stunt woman she ever worked with. So I think the wording was the most badass stunt woman she ever worked with. So and of course, when Elle and Jesse were on the Radio Chaos stream, they were really nice to us. You know, Elle was on the entire stream, which was surprising. You know, and Jesse was on for a pretty good while. She was only supposed to come on for like 15 to 20 minutes. She ended up staying on for an hour. So I think something like that. And of course, all three of them are professionals. They are really good at what they do. But as I say every week, it sure don't hurt that they're pretty, because they are pretty. So anyway, we are glad that they were in the movie Alita Battle Angel, because they're some of the main reasons the movie was successful. And yes, Disney, the movie was successful. Any movie that makes money is successful. You know, even if it doesn't make $1 billion like you like for it to, it's still a successful movie. It's not a flop.
You want to talk flops? Just look at all the shit they greenlit in 2019 when they could have greenlit an Alita sequel, which would have made 3 times as much as shit like the Marvels and all that crap.
Yeah.
Or 2023 and 2024.
Exactly. Exactly. And Jealous, who's going to be the host tomorrow, man?
I'll say myself, just to give Maxie a bit of a break.
Okay. So it's going to be a kind of another AI related stream. So, you know,
AI is taking over.
Yeah, it is. But that image on the left there, yeah, maybe resembles Alita. I don't know if it looks like Alita. Got the eyes right, at least. So, you know, kind of. and the hair is right. The hair is right for sure, you know.
Nose is maybe a bit too big.
Yeah, I think so. And
Possibly.
that's probably a tuned body she's got there, perhaps.
Oh God, I want to see her tuned body in live action. Disney won't let us see it.
Yeah, come on, Disney. Damn it, let us see it. Man, oh man.
Now, just to
being hostile to humanity.
Whether I'm host or not, because I mean Maxie could still host depending on if he feels up for it or not. And then I'll just like host next week. But you do have to realize that while, for example, Rosa is wearing the mocap suit, it does try to mimic the nuances of her like muscle spasms and movements and stuff like that. It still requires, like, you know, a very high degree level of processing power to translate that from the various camera angles, because, you know, like she had 2 high definition ones staring right at her at all times, plus all the various ones they would have had throughout Iron City, and all that information has to get processed to the, you know, whatever programs that where the digital was using.
Yeah.
And then most of you would have seen like the bonus features, how it got created from the information they had of, you know, the best example is, you know, like the stunt double that would have been doing the like an almost dance-like martial arts in the underground fight scene against Gruishka's grind cutters. Like, I mean, they'd have to be reacting and then like time the grind cutters to like just miss her and all this other jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just not like I mean, yes, it does use the like the processing power and the programs that Weta Digital use, but something's still got to like in a way predict the projection of those grind cutters, as an example. Someone's
Yes.
got to figure out on like how the the movement of the legs as they're flipping, as the mocap actor is flipping, and then translate it to what it would look like with their AI model or rendering would look like doing that exact same movement. And that's what this episode is referring to. It's could current day AI help make Alita Battle Angel 2? Short answer is obviously yes, because you know it's a known fact that you know Avatar and Alita like are working in tandem or like a sort of symbiosis even.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, using AI art prompts as an example, you know, it's these sort of topics that we'll be discussing tomorrow. So
Cool.
you know,
Well, join us for that one because it's going to be a pretty interesting discussion, because we're also probably going to discuss at what extent would AI play a role as well, you know.
Can we try and get some like rabid anti-AI guy in the call as well, so we can have a proper debate? I think that would be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know of anybody that's rabid anti-AI.
There's so many people who are just like, no, we must not do AI art. It's destroying humanity.
Carrie,
I can see their point. I can see their point.
Hey, Carrie, are you anti-AI? You said you know he's offering that he would come on if he's anti-AI. You could definitely spice up the debate, I guess, or the discussion. So
I think he just meant he'll be around.
he's anti-Skynet.
Did you see the plot of the new Tron movie, Angela?
He knows somebody, but they're a Nazi, so he's not gonna. Okay, yeah, we don't really want Nazis on the stream.
Angela, did you see the plot of the new Tron movie that Disney are making? It's basically like AI comes to the real world, and we all have to accept them as beings. I think that's going to be the plot of it. So basically, Disney is now running propaganda for Skynet to destroy all humans, which makes sense.
How it starts. That's how it begins.
Yeah.
You know, John Connor's looking at Vlad and just shaking his head.
That's right.
I don't know. I feel like my AI art is not really contributing to that.
Yeah. Carrie says, I am. Okay, Carrie. I love it. All right, guys. So anyway, I guess we've gone about as far as we can go with this one. So I guess the whole thing is, you know, why is this image here? Well, that image is there because I like it, and I'm the producer, and I'm managing the stream, obviously. And to paraphrase Gruishka, I'm only here for our girl and the Alita Army. And of course, all of us are only here for our girl. Everybody in the Alita Army, we want that sequel, Disney. Damn it, just give it to us. Stop screwing us around with this and just give us the sequel. That's all we want. And if Disney would give us the sequel, they would have over 178,000 PR types, you know, that's going to be helping them by word of mouth talk about the sequel. So, you know, hey, come on, Disney, just do it, you know. Anybody got any thoughts on that?
Do you really want to hear my thought? I don't think you want to hear my thoughts.
No, well, you know, it's okay. Well, anyway, any last thoughts? Bad Man, what have you got a last thought?
Well, I don't know. Disney really does need to get along and do those sequels. But
yes, indeed. Alejandro, any last thoughts?
Yes, I think in the scenes of the war, I think it goes perfect for Rosa Salazar because her great experience in the Maze Runner, The Death Cure,
Yeah.
in a very similar situation. I think she can bring a lot of experience of all his great performance for that
Yes.
kind of a scene in the sequel. I think it would be great.
Yes, absolutely. I agree 100%. Kamal, you got any last thought?
We want sequel.
Yes, we do. Absolutely. Took the words right out of my mouth. Angelus.
Pray to whatever gods or summon whatever form of Cthulhu that you want for between the 21st and the 24th. I will be in LA.
You bet.
And, you know, let's see if I can actually physically say, Hail to the Queen.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that'd be cool if Angelus could meet up with Rosa in LA. That would be the coolest thing because Angelus and I are going to be in Austin, Texas. By the way, Angelus, we need to coordinate. Have you got a hotel there yet? Because I got a very good recommendation for a hotel in Austin. So,
I don't think it's booked yet, so
cool.
definitely.
All right. Yeah.
Or any of the Three Kings. Any of the Three Kings.
Okay.
Especially one in particular when I am in Austin, you know, aka Troublemaker Studios.
Absolutely. We definitely. Yeah, we're going to try to get on there. Hopefully we can get on there.
Imagine if you get there and the set has been dismantled.
Well, it'll
There'd
be
be
what
a big bloody crater where it was, because I'd be going wreck. I want to see the manager.
You'd have to go straight to Burbank and just tear that place down if they're going to tear the Alita.
No, we're not going to do that, Bloody. Okay, Bloody, any last words from you?
Nigel, just hurry the fuck up, Disney.
Yes. Now, I love that. Yeah, that's a very good last remark. Come on, Disney, damn it. Give us the sequel. We want it. Damn it all. Okay, well, I guess that just only leaves us one thing left to do, and that is to do the old call to action here. And I guess that would be on my count of 3. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3. So anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow on Radio Chaos and next week on the Alita Livestream, where next week we're going to have a manga reading as well on both streams next week. So we'll see you then. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye. Thanks.
What's up, Alita Army? This is Hot Toys Alita, and I hope you enjoyed this week's Alita Livestream. Please join my Uncle Creek, Angelus, and our other guests for next week's show. Remember, I do not stand by in the presence of evil, and film those sequels, baby. See you next time.